welcome to a nice, chill, positive, ethical, and a joyful Saturday night Nitro Gang Live. I'm holding two RC car action magazines. One of them I really love. One of them, well, it has a lot of crawlers in it. Okay, can you guess which one has a lot of crawlers in it? Because it's obviously not the one with the sickening Traxxas Sport Max on the cover. Let me say hello to everyone that is here, and then we will get down to doing an awesome review. Now, I know today not everyone is a subscriber of RC Car Action Magazine, but listen, just because I don't particularly like the crawler gang, I don't like all of the electrics, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be a subscriber, okay? I am not saying that. What I'm saying is, bring Nitros back to this magazine. That's what I'm saying. And until then, I will still keep reviewing them because guess what? I think they have me on auto pay. I literally think they have me on auto pay on PayPal. For real, so I can't get away with it, you know? All right, we got JB here, Lotus 420, the Nitro Addiction, RC Adventures, Armorverse, Traxxas. How you doing? He goes, have my collection of magazines too, the good old days. That's right, man. That's right, you know how it is. When you open up pretty much any page here, you're going to get probably a Nitro, at least like 75% of the time. This is actually a pretty collectible Traxxas Sport Max. We'll talk about this in a little bit. Pretty collectible. Not many people bought them because, in fact, it was just a Traxxas T-Max that was cheaper. You know, if you wanted a T-Max, you went and got a T-Max. Why are you going to be a cheapo and get a Sport Max, you know? But Traxxas tried to get a lot of people into this hobby, and I think for that, we owe them a little bit of gratitude. You know, today people like to badmouth Traxxas, but the fact is, they got part support, man. They got part support. How you doing? We got Manny Fresh, Valeg, Woogie, Nitro. Nitro Gang Queen Melissa is here with us today. RC is here. Nitro, RC, and Electrics. What's going on? Hope you're having a good weekend. Speedy the Cat. Now, guys, today I had a good day. I burned some gas. Okay, I'm not talking the kind from like the small intestine. You know, you have gas goes from the large intestine, goes to the small intestine, then goes out your exhaust. I'm talking about some VP gasoline. All right, so I burned that today. That was a good day. The video on that will be out whenever I decide to edit it. White boy, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. We got RC Show Off. What's going on? Now, guys, I put something else in the title to this video. Rare, never before seen engine. I'm trying to close it right now because, like, if I show it to you, you'll see it. Can't show it to you yet. We got my friend Texas Hill Country. How you doing, my brother? Okay, check this out. You want to know what engine is inside here? Anybody want to take a little guess? You think it's a Force engine? You think I would tell you? Never before seen, I'll be proud of this. It's not a Force engine, everybody. It's not a Force engine. Gonna give you a little hint, guys. This is just a box. Okay, this is just a box. In fact, what's in here has a turbo plug, turbo head, and it was produced by Nova Rossi. Now, those are some great little facts there, aren't there? I think they are. We'll take a look at it later. I'm going to save it. This is just a box. But it has a purple head. That's definitely a true statement. I think it has a metal carburetor, all metal car body, produced by Nova Rossi. It is not a Nova Rossi, but produced by Nova Rossi. So if you stick around, sooner or later, I will open up the box. Now, I know on this channel, I like to say, I'm not going to say it. Check this out. You know what that is? This is a 3D printed print-in-place gear. It does nothing other than this. There you go. 3D printed. That's all it does. But I mean, you know, considering the accuracy of actually printing gears that are held in by themselves like this on a run-of-the-mill, pretty much basic 3D printer, I would say this is pretty phenomenal. What do you guys think about that? Print-in-place gear. Sickening. All right. Nitro, RC, and Electrics goes. I own a few Nova Rossi engines. The best of the best. Now, I have one over here. Before we get down to the magazine reviews, guys, what's up, JR's Moto and RC Hobbyist? How you doing? I do have one here. You guys might remember I had this one repinched. They repinched it so much I can't even start it now. They overpinched it. They killed it. I don't know how I feel about this pinching crap anymore, to be honest with you. So I mean, I guess I could try to heat this up to like an insane amount of degrees. It's a Novorossi. It's a pretty high-end pipe. I mean, pretty high-end engine with the boost port right here, the turbo boost port. Not really called a turbo boost port, just called a boost port. OS carb, which is a very good upgrade on this. You know, packed it away. It's a pretty rare engine, but they overpinched it so much. I honestly don't think I can. I don't think I could ever run it. I think they killed it, to be honest with you, right? So I went for the medium pinch, and it's pinched beyond pinch. It's disgusting. But technically, if you want to kill a starter box, this is the way to do it, you know? We got Una Phantasma. How you doing? He goes, woo! Nice day for some Nitro. Yes, man. I ran some RCs today. I might show you guys a little bit of a clip later on. It wasn't a Nitro. It was a two-stroke gas, all right? As Pitbull likes to say, it was some gasolina, right? That's what he likes to say. In fact, he wrote a whole song about it. Right. All right. Corey goes, okay, it's a big Saturday night Nitro. Can I get a 2-speed, baby? And a shout out to my brother, Brent. He watches you all the time. Well, Brent, man, thank you so much. I appreciate having you here, supporting the channel's effort of helping to make Nitro great again. And I think, guys, today, if you saw the video that first got released at the hobby store over in Pennsylvania, We Are RC, I think we have at least a little bit accomplished some of the channel's mission. And that is to get hobby stores to carry more Nitro. So if you didn't check out today's video, go to my channel page. You will see the most popular first video right there. It's already got over 1,000 views. Very good popular video. A lot of my friends showed up and they all brought big block Nitros, okay? I told them to bring some Nitros. They brought all big block Nitros. I mean, great guys, you know? I was like, what are we going to do? Videos on your SH12? He's like, no, we're going to do videos on a giant Nitro engine. Okay, I went a little overboard there. Sorry about that. But for real, finally, we have reached some success. And a hobby store carries more than one Nitro. So, Pipersville, Pennsylvania, not that far from here. It was a little bit of a ride, but I will be back. They are building an outdoor Nitro on-road track for 8th and 10th scale touring cars. I'm quite sure I'm going to go hit that up in like a month from now. When it's finished, maybe 2 months. We'll see how it goes. There's nothing like some on-road racing. I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone likes these off-road buggies today. But for real, like, you know what we really want to race. It's some freaking 10 scale Nitro. That's what you want to race. Okay? They have great handling. They don't require giant field. The thing is with like the 8 scale buggies, they run on giant fields, right? Like the last time I went to an 8 scale buggy track, I think I needed bifocals. Okay? I have pretty good vision. It was hard to see the end of the track. That's what it was hard to do. But anyway, do we have any questions on what's inside this box? Before we do the magazine review, guys. Engine produced by Novorossi, purple cooling head, turbo head button, obviously means it uses a turbo plug as well. We got any guesses what's in this box? So this is going to be for the associated RC8 buggy build that most likely this summer will get underway. What's going on there? We got mixed RCs, Pandaphobia. Let's see. Pandaphobia goes, love the Force motor. Is it the 28? So no, there's no Force engine in here. This is beyond the Force. The Force has left the building and entered this box. All right? It's not a Force engine. This is just a box. All right? It's a very rare engine. If you want, I'll give you a little flash. But I'm not ready for the flash, guys. I'm sorry, okay? I'm a little shy. All right? We got Grizzly RC. How you doing? He goes, by the way, great video today. Why don't they put a 3.3 in a Nitro Rustler? Or could we just put it in, by the way? Hi, everybody from Wisconsin. Okay, good comment there, Grizzly RC. The question from Grizzly RC is, can you put a 3.3 in a Nitro Rustler? And the answer is hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can. And I have one. It's a direct fit, actually. You're just going to have to mess around a little bit with, like, the throttle linkages. Honestly, the Nitro Rustler throttle linkages are, like, really bad. I like to use a different servo horn on it, but, like, you can make it work. Just use the kind of, like, the outside positions on the throttle, on the servo horn itself. You'll get it. But, yeah, the 3.3 is a direct fit. You know, if you're up against a Nitro Rustler that needs a new engine and you still want to stick to Traxxas, there's literally zero reason to go to 2.5 again. You really should get a 3.3. It's a direct fit. In fact, almost all the parts Obviously, other than the block and like the piston and stuff, they're interchangeable, right? The carb is the same. It's the same mounting position, same exhaust header style setup, so you're not going to run into any problems. 3.3 is the way you want to go. It's a better running engine, I think, in my opinion, and it runs a little cooler. So it'll also give you a little more of that top end or like that mid-range that you want. Think about it. The 3.3 pushes a Nitro slash to 50 plus. So you're going to be doing good in the Nitro Rustler, you know. We got RC A&E. How you doing, man? Manny Guns is here with us. So Rinks goes, I have a question about tuning on HPI T-15 if you got a second. Yes, Rinks, man. Tell us what you want about a T-15. Now, because I'm a man with a lot of nitros in the back, just for your viewing pleasure, I will pull out a T-15 and I will show you the T-15, because I understand T-15 sounds like a version of the Terminator, right? The T-15 or the T-1000. It's a freaking Nitro. Where is it is the question. Did I lose it? I think I lost it. It's right here. Okay. And listen, I know I just got up, so unless you're Chiquita, don't be checking out. You know what I'm saying about, you know? Can't do nothing about that. So, HPI with the T-15. This is not the original body. God, I love when you guys ask questions and I get to pull out RCs. It's real sickening. It's actually... it's a little bit pleasurable. It's a little bit pleasurable. So, here is the questionable HPI T-15 engine. You'll know what it looks like because of the unique cooling head design, right? Monty Kriska, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. Happy Saturday to you, man. This is the HPI T-15. I would say probably the best looking cooling head in my opinion. Engine-wise, not great. So here is the question. I'm going to read it. Who's the damn question? So the question is from Rink. So I'm going to wait till you come up with the question and we'll discuss it, man. I'm just looking here at the chat for you because I'm going to devote some time. You're a dedicated viewer. You deserve it. Okay, Rings goes. Runs great in reference to the T-15. Runs great. Once warm, it bogs and quits. Not running lean, question mark. Seems easy to turn by hand. Sounds like compression issue to you. Yes, you have hit it, man. So let me just rephrase again right here. Channel viewer Rinks with a great question. He goes, his HPI T-15, which is this particular engine you're looking at, the T-15 was produced in the HPI series before the T3.0. After the HPI 15FE, they were not very powerful engines. They were pilot shaft engines with rotary carbs for the most part. And this particular one also has close to zero compression. In fact, take a look at this flywheel. What's up, ASR Racing 07 and Haywire RC. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I appreciate it, especially Haywire always leaving those awesome comments. I want you to know, bro, if I don't respond, that doesn't mean nothing. I just haven't had a chance yet. I'll eventually go to like Taco Bell and respond to your comment while I'm waiting for a burrito or something, you know. I'll eventually do it. So, T-15, you see this right here, the flywheel. I'm easily able to spin the flywheel over. We have close to zero compression in this engine. In fact, in my years in this hobby, I think I have never come across a good T-15 engine. They all look good. The cooling heads are pretty nice. This one's a little messed up, right? Somebody looked like they deanodized it or something. But I have never come across one with good compression. It just never happened. Pretty much, they're the compression loss king. So what you can do, Rinks, man, you need a new engine, okay? So that's not very good. What you need is the HPI T. Well, this one, yeah, you're gonna need this one is bolted to the bottom of the chassis. There's no motor mounts. You're gonna need the T3.0. Luckily, HPI still sells them. If you want to get the T3.0, they're like $110 or something. They're very good. Come with a good pull start, very good new carburetor, and it's like a 2.5 horsepower engine almost. Well, 2.2 they rated, but in reality, there's no way it's over 2. Now, yeah, JB goes, that engine is clapped out. I know, man. In fact, this whole Nitro MT is quite clapping, if I must say so myself. You know what I mean? Let's see, who else we got? We got Corey goes, my brother Brent has 2 off the jammin' X1 CRTs. I crazy restored showroom condition. Showroom. Damn, I misread that. Showroom condition. He's bringing Nitro great again. Making Nitro great again. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Brent, we all want to say thank you for restoring vintage Nitros, man. Because, like, eventually, they're going to come around for sale, you know? Yeah, so Rinks, yeah, the T-15 is a turd. It's not a good engine. The best thing you can do, man, is use like the accessories, the flywheel, the clutch bell, all these things, and put them on a new T3.0. That's probably the best advice I can give you if you want to stick to like a stock HPI setup. And they're pretty good. These engines, they suck. I've never come across a good one. And in fact, I do my best to stay away from the T15. Unfortunately, one of the most rare HPIs ever made, which is the Nitro Monster King, comes with the T15. Damn it. I guess I'm going to have to get one day, you know. But until the day comes, this is what we got, guys. This is what we got. All right? DWFPB, how you doing? He goes, 50 thumbs up, and he cranks a Nitro up in the house for a second. I might do it for a second, bro, depending how things goes, you know. But I'm not really a thumbs up whore, but I won't say no to a thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? I won't say no. If you give me like a Taco Bell chalupa, I'll eat it. I mean, I might say, why don't you get me like the 5-layer burrito? But like, I'll eat the chalupa too. Personally, chalupa, too much bread, man. Too many carbs. It's OD. They really went OD on that one. Okay, let me see what we got in the comments, and then we'll do the magazine reviews. Get ready to go to sleep. Okay, get ready to go to sleep right here. This is the newest one. So if you guys didn't subscribe, I'll go through all of the crawlers here for you. You will definitely know it is nothing but crawlers, okay? And pretty outdated Tamiya's. Pretty done exciting. All right. Today, I actually drove the Red Cat XR Rally. It wowed a lot of people. They were wowed. All right. So this particular one, I am missing the radio box cover. As you know, I don't know if you could see that well, but basically, I wound up hot gluing the wires in. It's the world's worst repair, but like, you know, the electronics will not go flying. This thing is drivable. Whoever owned this before, I didn't do this. They obviously stripped all of the anodizing off of the chassis. It looks not terrible. I've seen way worse than this, but I'm not a fan of aluminum upgrades or like these pretty much useless foam tires, but it got, you know, it has what it has. All right. Yeah, ASR Racing goes, you got to do what you got to do. That's right, man. 3D printed gear, by the way. 3D printed. Print in place. So basically it's like 4 gears that go around the center point. Useless, kind of like one of those fidget things, you know. But basically useless, of course. All right, let me see who we got here on the stream, and we will continue, guys. How do I find the viewer right here? All right. So I was just responding to a viewer's question here about like a pre-detonation on an engine, and what does pre-detonation look like? Well, I mean, it showed me a picture. It looks like it was pitting. I'm not really sure what the difference between pre-detonation and pitting is. All right. CLR 272878 goes, have you been to RC Madness? I'm not sure what that is. Can you tell me what that is? Is that a store or something, or an event? Or is it like a condition where you have like RC Madness in your brain? Because I basically have that every time I do a video. That's all right. It's nothing crazy going on. You know what, guys? Maybe later on, if the mood is right, if the feeling is positive, I will go try to fire this up outside. But keep in mind, we got like very low compression. It's probably going to be bad. It's not going to run good. This is the world's worst engine, the T-15. Literally the world's worst. In my years, I have never come across a good one. Let me just put it that way. All right. So it is a store in Connecticut. I have never been to RC Madness. No. So this store that I went to over the weekend today, well, not today. It was recorded last week, right? That was last week, obviously. It was basically their grand opening. They've been open for like maybe 1 or 2 days. A member of the Nitro gang actually bit the bullet and said, you know what? We're going to open up a store. And he invited me. I was happy to go. Gave me a great gift, Traxxas Nitro Slayer. Slayer's going to need a little bit of work. I looked it over. It was very nice. But the steering setup is basically completely binded. Whoever built the electronics in it, they really OD'd on it. I know a lot of times people actually ask me in the comments today, what's a good steering upgrade for like a Traxxas product? And my basic answer was, and you guys could tell me what you think. Personally, I don't like the aluminum upgraded servo horns or the linkages at all. They basically, what happens is, and the servo savers, you wind up putting metal screws into aluminum parts. You need thread lock. You wind up tightening them too much. There's like no give, and the stuff just doesn't move. I think the regular Slayer Revo steering is very, very good. Like, those parts are robust. They're cheap. I don't see why anybody would upgrade the steering system, the turnbuckle system, on like a Slayer. You guys let me know what you think. I just wouldn't do it, you know, like ever, like never do it. All right. So, we're still waiting a little while here for people to show up in the stream. Pandaphobia, I think they are 2075 servos, but like the linkage itself, like when I'm moving it with my hands, even when the car is like not turned on, it's almost impossible to move it, right? I didn't really test it when I was there, but it's pretty sickening. In a little while, I will begin doing the RC magazine review. But Saturday night, you know, I don't always do a Saturday stream, but I figured let's spread the Nitro gang love. All right, let's do it. Okay, we got Keith Tolhurst here in the stream. How are you, man? Hope everyone here is having a good Saturday live. Oh, well, day. What am I talking about? Repeating my own lines too much now. It's not very good. All right. Question is, you guys want to see the engine reveal before we do the RC magazines? Do you want to see the engine reveal? I might do the engine reveal. Why not? So, engine reveal. Keith Tolhurst goes, about to fire up my Red Cat. Which one? The Volcano or something? I think we might do an engine reveal. Alright, if I can get a hell yeah, we'll do an engine reveal. Oh, we just got a video notification from Eastside RC. I gotta watch his video later on. That guy's a positive dude. And he's a great guy, you know, he's not a bad dude. He's a positive individual. Okay, Benjamin Martinez is here, Soren Nielsen is here. Now, for those of us just joining, I'm going to reveal an engine that has never, ever been seen on this channel before. It's not a force engine. There's no forces in here. There's zero force. But it is an engine made by Novorossi. Are you ready for this? Before I show you what that is, from the top, because you'll be able to read it, like there's words on the cooling head, like it's obvious, you know, like you're not dumb. I don't think my viewers are dumb. Anybody have any guesses in this? Jesse Nutley goes, hell yeah, what's up, Hybrid? How you doing, bro? Happy to see you here. All right, ASR Racing goes RB. No, not an RB. I'm going to take it out. You ready to take it out of the bag? Very, very rare. Very rare. Shame, I don't know why I just got so excited about this. It's sickening. What's going on? What does that look like to you? Lucas Stolkup, how you doing? Not a Robo 25. That's a no. Not a Pico. Not a 528, man. Geomac, how you doing? ASR goes Trinity. Not just yet. I'm going to show you on the top of the cooling head. I'm not flipping it for a reason, or, you know, playing a little Nitro trivia. We got an all-metal carb with a nice amount of heatsink fins over here on the right. Smooth. Are you guys ready? Lotus 420 is correct. Exact 21 Sportive. Very rare engine. You know, these were available in like several type of configurations. There were 8 ports. This is a 3-port model, not like the top race one. But it's a very good ABC 3-port model, manufactured by Novorossi. Now, from my understanding, is these were distributed solely through A-Main during this time period. And now I have one. All right. Very, very rare. I was looking up a couple specs on it, and all the reviews on this are actually quite fantastic. It says the features people want for the budget race or some crap like that. Pretty powerful engine, sealed backplate, of course. It's brand new. Let's take a look at the back. You want to take a look at the back, don't you? Check that out. Sickening, you can't even hear it. Brand new. Proud of this engine. Okay, most likely this will be going into a low C8 buggy build that I'm most likely going to be doing during this summertime. Just haven't had time to get the thing going, but very rare, exact 21 Sportive engine. If you guys ever see these do not go cheap on eBay. They weren't that expensive when they were new, but they are now. You like that discovery? Yeah, it's a good discovery. All right, everybody. Actually, let me check out what's going on with this Nitro MT. I don't know. People were trying to motivate me to go fire this thing up, but it's got no compression. It's basically just going to be a waste of nitro fuel at this point. Right? Pretty good chassis. Someone did a crazy amount of work on it. In fact, in the front, you could see the shocks. The shocks on Nitro MT should not be this kind of diagonal pattern ever. They're usually more of a flat shock type of, well, less of a diagonal, kind of like this, not like that. But these suspension arms, obviously not original, and there's nowhere to mount the shocks. So, you know, anytime you go with aluminum upgrades like this, consider it a downgrade, really, you know? And let's say you want the world's fastest Nitro MT. It's hard to get one of those. Just get it a Traxxas Jado body. There you go, Traxxas Jado body, bro. Yeah, good point here from Rings. The MT2 has the shocks that look almost like that. That is true, man. That is true. All right. Mr. Tyler G506 goes. I'm going to read this comment. So my brother's Nitro Slayer is slipping. Could that mean the clutch is done? So when you say slipping, can you be a little more descriptive what you mean? Like, so the question is, Nitro Slayer is slipping. That's what the comment says. Let's see if we can dig into that, decipher it. Maybe we'll need a code breaker. But it sounds like you're saying you're accelerating and it's not moving forward, right? Like, is the RPM going up? So the most common issue, you probably have a loose slipper clutch. So first thing you want to do is check your slipper clutch, right? You kind of hold the car in place right there, accelerate, and visually look at the spur gear. If it spins, you could literally see it spinning, but the wheels aren't moving. Your slipper clutch is very, very loose. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two, you could have something loose in a driveline. A pin could be missing, right? But you first have to verify that your slipper clutch is tight. About 90% of the time, it's the slipper clutch, right? So, just tighten it down, see if there's any difference, right? Traxxas has a tool for you to tighten it down with, by the way. Okay, let's continue, everybody. Blue Groove Model Sports, how are you, man? Happy to see you here. For those of us just joining, today's main topic of the day is 2RC magazines. It's been a little bit of time since I've reviewed them because I don't know, just haven't done it, right? There is no reason. Sometimes you don't need a reason, man. People just do stuff. What do you want me to do? People just do stuff. Look at our economy. They raise prices, they blame inflation, then they just don't lower them. Then they raise them again, blame inflation, when in reality there actually isn't any inflation, right? So who's at fault here? You know what I'm saying? They just do it. And you can't do nothing about it as a customer. You got to go buy shit, man. Other day, what was it? Wendy's had a deal. It's like 2 for $8. They think 2 for $8 is a good deal. That's not a good deal. Things used to be 2 for $4, 2 for $8. I'm not giving them 8. There's 8 of 0. Okay, let's continue, everybody. RR Tree goes, stop paying taxes. Unfortunately, man, that's just not something a person with a job can do. Now, a person without a job, they can do that. They could also, you know, claim to have like 1 hour of work, fake dependence, you know, living for free here in this country, get free health care. You know why I go to work? I need the health care. I have no choice, man. I have to. It's quite sickening, actually. All right. Let us continue. I'm going to try to set up now for the magazine reviews, guys. So the question is, what do we want first? What do we want first? Now, I don't know if you guys are aware in terms of taxes. There is like a whole subset of people that call themselves sovereign citizens, and they believe laws don't apply to them. Unfortunately, you cannot really be a sovereign citizen, because once you're in the borders of some lawful nation, which is, I guess, America in this case, or state or city, whatever, you are bound by those laws. You cannot just say you're a sovereign citizen and you don't accept your duty to pay whatever portion you have to pay. You can't do that, right? You're bound by the rules of the district you're in. So you can't be a sovereign citizen unless you live on an Indian reservation. Then you can basically open up hotels tax-free, have your own police departments. You can do that. But unless you can prove that you're one of those, you can't be doing it, right? You got to pay shit ton. Right. So, Rings goes old school. All right. Let's continue. I'm going to try to get an okay view here. Let me set up somehow. By the way, guys, if you haven't had a chance to look at today's video that came out, it was a great tour at a hobby store, with actual nitros, and we ran a lot of cars. Sometimes people say, hey, man, hybrid, you're all talk and no go. Well, today's video had a lot of big block nitro, so you can't say that, okay? You got to take it back. And if you want to say that, tomorrow, I'm going to be at the RC track again, okay? Show up. Try to put me in a headlock. I guarantee you, you will be in a headlock yourself. All right? You mess with Team Sickening over here, you're going to be in a headlock. And it ain't gonna be good for you. All right, we got Max Spoll. He goes, I love our support and our great hobby. Thank you, man. Awesome. Jason Brawley goes, the Big Red. Yes, I think you're referring to the car from today. It was a great little onboard view with the Big Red. People were asking what that four-wheel steering was, right? So that was basically the Kyosho Mad Crusher chassis, which is kind of like the USA 1, Mad Force. There have been a lot of those generations over the years. But yeah, four-wheel steering, that truck was actually quite impressive. I was very impressed. Like, I had the Kyosho Fox with the four-wheel steering. It was horrendous. It was terrible. It was really bad. Like, I hit 10 miles an hour, it was flipping all over the place. But, when the Nitro Gang channel member gets a Big Red in one of those four-wheel steer trucks, they're solid. Wheelies easy. It was a great truck. So, Jason Brawley, man, thank you for checking out that video. I appreciate it. All right, we got Walter Hernandez. Goes, what's up, bro? From Angelton, Texas. Sickening. I gotta visit Texas one day. I hear you guys have some great rust-free cars over there, I recently sold another Prius I had, so now I'm down a car. Probably gonna buy a Buick, I think. I don't know. I think the Buick Park Avenue should make an appearance. You guys remember when cars were comfortable? Today, cars, they're just not comfortable. I really want to start an agenda called Make Cars Comfortable Again. Today you get in a car, the freaking side bolster, I know in the Nissan Rogue, the damn side bolster holds your thigh in so much you can't even get out of the car. You have to lift your thigh like this and crawl over. I don't get it. What do they think you're going to be doing? I'm not taking turns super fast. I'm just trying to avoid the cops and pay lower insurance rates. Just got my insurance statement for the next 6 months. Raised it $150. You want to know why? I know why. Because we got the undocumented that's coming here, committing, car accidents. And that's basically what's going on, okay? Because I don't know how else you can explain it. How is it going to go up 25% in a matter of a 6-month period? You explain that to me. How? Undocumented. All right, sickening. All right, let's continue. All right. So I think we're going to start off with the old RC magazine first. ASR Racing goes, what is my dream car? Honestly, I don't think I have a dream car. The car I would really like is just a regular Infiniti Q50. I just like the Infiniti Q50. It's sickening. I like it. And I really want it. That's all I really want. Long ago when I was a car dealer, I took a lease return on a G37X. I love that car. Freaking love it. I love the Nissan styling. They're not very reliable. I know they're junk. They're hella junk. But the upside is buying hella junk, because if you know cars, like how to check over cars, do a normal test drive for lease or whatever, you can get them real cheap. Because, like, dude, people stay away from used Nissan products, okay? Because they have the world's worst CVTs. The world's worst. They cannot be any worse. In fact, electrical gremlins, rust problems, they're actually probably the world's junkiest car, in my opinion, okay? Oh, we got a channel viewer. Anya Snyder goes, what about an RX 350? Well, the RX 350 is a beautiful vehicle. It's a beautiful vehicle. It has cream puff leather interior, an engine that is smooth, an entry that you don't have to like raise your entire side of your thigh to get into. And when you get in, you're comfy. You sit like a boss. But sometimes with older cars, you gotta be on the lookout for transmission problems, unfortunately, okay? But we're not gonna get into that, guys. But I'm gonna tell you something. An RX 350 is coming to this channel. You will see it soon. It's gonna be sickening. So thank you for being a channel viewer to Anya Snyder. Let's continue with the RC car action review. Okay, let me set up. Guys, Anya Snyder over here will be in a video. She's not just a troll gang. She will be in a video. She's a nice person. And she's very good at sports. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to me, but she's a friend of mine in real life, actually. You know, that's what's great about this channel, man. There's great positive individuals here. No one's out here trying to ruin your day. People don't leave trash comments. And if they do, really, that's a reflection on you, man. That's a reflection on you. If you're here to just troll or, you know, piss people off, point out whatever the bad things are, that's a reflection on you, okay? I don't even have to really say much about it, you know. I understand we all have feedback. Some of it is positive, some of it is negative. But if you do that stuff all the time, you're just a miserable individual, okay? And there's nothing I can do about it, okay? Because you got a mental disorder. That's what you got. All right, we got artificial dopamine and gas 155. How you both doing? So almost 90 viewers here. We got Just Joe. How you doing, man? Yeah, let's get down to the RC Car Action Magazine review, right? By the way, I know the other day somebody mentioned quite a sickening Nitro in the background. I mean, if you see something over there, feel free to look at it, but just know it's not time for the EK4 yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not time for the EK4 yet. Nitro RC and Electric goes. Well said, Hybrid. Thank you, man. And I really mean that, you know. Over the years, you're bound to get a lot of haters. And some people think haters are good. Haters are not good. What that means is you have a personality that attracts negativity. That's what it actually means. And people have even said to me, Hybrid, you're doing well because you have haters. Listen, guys, that is not a statement I would ever want anyone to think about me. That is not me at all. I understand sometimes in the video, you know, it sounds like I'm in character. That's not in character. That's reality. All right, let me just get set up here. I gotta get this whole RC mag in view. Jason Broly goes, is it hate or jealousy? You know, it could be either one. The thing is, I'm not out here to you know, do anything else other than my own channel. And like I always say, have a good time in this hobby. That's always how it's been. And that is always how it will be. All right. I don't know if you guys could see that well. It's something with the light going on here. But let's start flipping. So, unfortunately, guys, this magazine, I don't know what year it is. I think this is 2003. It's ripped off over here. I think it's obviously ripped off. But I'm assuming this is around 2003. Let's see. If there's any way I can tell what year it was mailed by the old mailing label on this. Let me see if there's like a date stamp on it. Okay, July 2004. So this is July 2004, right? All right. Max Bull goes, I love this community. Thank you, man. July 2004 is what we're dealing with. I don't know why I'm not happy with the lighting, guys. 1 second. Hold on. July 2004. All right, that should be okay. Yeah, Judge Joe goes, I loved when Hybrid used to read the hater comments. My responses were the funniest ever. Yeah, I might go back to do that, but I really wasn't mean to them. It was just kind of like, you know, they should be aware of it, you know. You should always think of what people will say about what you say. It really is relevant. So, let's begin. July 2004. You guys let me know if you could see okay. I'll try to do like a little zoom when I can. But based on the glare I get, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So if you haven't given this video a like, please do. We're close to 100 viewers. All right, Trinity Fuels. I'm mostly just going to speak about the reviews of the RCs in here. A lot of this stuff, I just got to kind of get through it. I don't think I ever covered this particular magazine before. Team Associated Products. Tamiya Terra Crusher. I've talked about this many times. I have actually two of these guys. Two of these, quite sickening actually. I had them brand new. HPI Nitro RS4 Oh, we got Terra Curry here in the stream. Thank you for joining, bro. Right now, we're just doing a little mag review. But for those of you that missed a little bit of the intro, I'm just going to show you a little rare engine that I have in this box as a recap, right? Because I don't want you guys to go back. I care about your viewership, pleasure experience, so to say. We got Bob's RC. What's up, bro? All the Nitro Gang fans are showing up. I'm happy. So let me show you what's in this box. It's not a Force engine. What I said was this is a very rare engine. So let me pull it out. Very rare. In fact, I don't think you'll ever find one of these. This is a rare. Let me take it out of the bag. It's most likely going to be a buggy engine. Or if I'm ever lucky enough to get a Kyosho GT2, it'll be one of those. Right? This is the Exact Sportive 21 with a turbo plug. Very rare. These engines were produced by Novorossi. They're kind of like their budget engines. It is brand new. You could hear it inside, piston there. Yep, Terrakura goes, that looks like a Butte. Never seen one before. Yes, these are very, very rare. I did some research on it. This was distributed by A-Main Hobbies over 15 years ago. And these were basically developed and, well, manufactured by Novorossi. You could tell all metal carb. Nice fittings. Heatsink here on the carb. Pretty solid engine. 0.21 class. Made by Novorossi. Exact Sportive 21. Very, very rare. Probably will never come across another one of these in the world. Oh, we got KGM here. How you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Dave Etel goes, I just built an HPI RS4 Super Nitro Rally. Dude, that is like the holy grail of RCs, to be honest with you. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it here for now. That is the holy grail of RCs. Oh, where should we put this engine? Just want to hear in the video. Just so it looks nice there. It looks nice. All right. Strictly Banks, how are you? Happy to see you here, Strictly Banks. Now, today I was having a little bit of a conversation in the comments with Strictly Banks regarding tuning. And, you know, hopefully you're able to get your Traxxas engine tuned well. You know, a lot of that stuff is basically comes down to trial and error tuning. All right, let's continue, everybody. Question here. Is there such a thing as too fast? Well, who are you going to ask about that? Next up. Man, this is hard to do today for some reason for me. Let me adjust the lights so you guys could see even better. Because if anything, I'm a person that cares about viewer pleasure. I really care. All right. Nitro fellas. That's kind of a nice little ad. I don't know. That's a little creative if you ask me. That's creative. Nitro fellas. It's like Goodfellas. You understand? This is from the time period when like Goodfellas was an actually popular show. We got Pico, Sirio, and Rossi. Rossi, however you want to say it. Now, here is a rare model. Mugen Seiki MST1. I've never had one of these. I've seen a couple of people post pictures of these. These are basically competitors to the Losi Triple XNT and the RC10 GT. Very rare. I've never had one. Looks like they're very rare. 0.12 MT12 engine as well. Nothing that exciting here. So here's one of the greatest ads for a Traxxas ever. In fact, the other day, Terra Curry sent me a short clip of his 10-plus-year-old T-Max running. And it's actually this exact model with a 2.5. It was wheeling. It was running great. People make fun of these Traxxas models, but like, dude, this thing hit 40 plus no problem with an awesome small block rear exhaust engine. Like, what do you want, right? With a 2-speed, with a bunch of stuff, with a reverse. They were fantastic chassis. Love them. Love them. There's nothing to talk about here. Nothing to talk about here. Yokomo GT4. We have struck gold. This is the golden child of the 10 scale Nitro touring car world. I have 2 of these. I love them. They're fantastic. And yes, you do see that correctly. They will hit 60 miles per hour. Which, for a 10 scale Nitro, is honestly pretty ridiculous. For a, these were like only $320 when they were due, right? They were pretty inexpensive. In terms of bodies, they came with either the Mazda Veilside RX-7 shell or the Porsche body. I will tell you something, guys. The Mazda Veilside is honestly not my favorite. It's a little small because like this car itself wasn't large, and these are built kind of to scale, right? They're licensed chassis. The Porsche body is kind of what you want in these, in my opinion. Now, I do have one of these. If you want to see it, I could pull it out, you know, if you want. But damn it, this engine's trying to kill my magazine. I want to put this engine away. It's trying to kill the mag. You guys want to see the Yokomo GT4? I'll be happy to pull it out. Here it is. Let me do a little backup. Can't really back up for some reason. Let me put it here, and we'll take a look at it on the side. So here is the Yokomo GT4. Very rare. This is the Mazda RX-7 Veilside body. As I said, it doesn't fit that well for some reason. They're just a small shell. So here goes. I'll take it off for those of you that want to see. For people that don't say I got no nitros, I got a ton of nitros, okay? And I'm proud of all of them. The good, the bad, and the ones that don't work, which is not many. So here it is. A look at the 60 mile per hour Yokomo GT4. A2RC, how you doing, bro? He goes, you gotta love the Nitro touring cars. Yes, man. I know you do. I know you do. Yokomo GT4, sickening chassis. Only problem with this is we don't have the original pipe. Now, these things, as I said, they hit 60 miles an hour. 0.18 engine, 2-speed trans, very well-balanced chassis. Eric and Matthew goes super damn clean. Yeah, very well-balanced chassis. Notice how the fuel tank and the battery, the servo, receiver, everything is basically very, very close to the center, as close as possible. These also have a very nice machined chassis with a lot of cutouts for weight savings. This one's pretty clean, 3mm aluminum, not the craziest thick chassis, but pretty solid. Very good handle there in the center. 3-belt drive system, which makes sense. You know, basically all of the fast touring cars always had belt drive. These are actually quite easy to work on. The one time I had to do a little bit of a clean on the rear end. This rear bulkhead, easy couple screws removes. You can lift the diff out, service it, clean it, whatever you want. These are also... No, these are not the original wheels. What am I talking about? These are like some Chinese wheels. What am I talking? These wheels definitely not original. So yeah, Yokomo GT4, get one. They're very, very nice. These engines, the only bad thing, the RX-18, they are ABN engines, which means you probably will not have awesome compression. Another weird thing, they are single needle carbs. That is a little bit weird, in my opinion, for this type of vehicle. Usually, they did not have single needle carbs when they're talking about 60 miles per hour. All right, let's continue. But anyway, that's this car. Rooster 00 goes, what touring car is the best part support? Not the Traxxas 4Tech. I would say the RS4 3. You could still get parts for the RS4 3. You know, out of like the 10 scale chassis. You guys, what do you think? Oh man, I can't believe it. The SmartTech Magic Wheel. I don't think I ever ran into this in a magazine. This is the one right behind me in my videos. On the shelf on the top that looks like a T-Max. Very rare SmartTech Magic Wheel. Ron Gibson, how you doing? He goes, memories here. Yes, man. That's kind of why I do these videos, you know. It's not because they attract a lot of viewers. It's not because they make me a lot of money, because they don't. They make almost nothing. But it's because I like to be reminded of where I got started in this hobby. Strictly Banks goes, can we see? I could show you the SmartTech. I mean, I have videos on it. For me to change the camera angle is a little bit tough right now. So I'm just going to continue. Maybe later if I still have some energy, I'll do it. But let's flip the page for now. RS4 3, pretty dope. Southern Maine RC goes, that's when RC mags were great. They even had comics about servos. You see that? They were really trying to get you to buy these servos right here. They had freaking comics. All right, so here we have some Tamiya ads. Basically, they have never changed. Personally, I kind of like this Humvee design, but like I think they even got rid of it. The only Tamiya I ever liked, they legit got rid of. Unbelievable. Nitro TC3. I have a couple of these. They are very, very nice. Engines run well. Fuel tank's usually okay. And a 2-speed almost always works. Part support, non-existent. Okay? So if you think you're going to run these rough, good luck. T-Max man goes, they put the tires on backwards for the SmartTech ad. You're right, dude. I actually did notice that. Good observation there. Good observation. These are some viewers' rides. Some Offna buggies. I have a couple of these myself. We have the Offna monster trucks. This is the Titan. I had a twin Titan on the channel one time with dual .25 engines. That's a lot of Offna buggies right here. Offna LD3, it's here. I have one of those as well. Starter boxes. Dude, this has literally been almost all Nitro stuff so far, right? Some of the tech on the Traxxas engine. Some tips. We're not going to read that. A bunch of small words. Hard to see on video. Offna Hyper 7. I actually have one of these that needs a little bit of work, but I have one of these. Pretty great chassis. Center torsion diff. These are extremely rare. If you ever get one of these torsion diffs, I think they sell for like over $150 on eBay sometimes. Very, very rare. Not like a regular gear diff on the inside. Don't particularly know the mechanics of it, but not at all like a regular gear diff. What's this? Is this a Honda Civic shell? This is a Honda Civic right here. This is when Hondas made great bodies. Oh my god, is that a Tamiya? I'm going to have to flip this now. Nothing here so fun so far. It's like parts. Some, oh man, Thunder Tiger EK4. Now this we're going to have to get a little action on. Let's look at the ad on the Thunder Tiger EK4 on top. Because you guys remember last week I had a video on these, right? So EK4 ARTR 571. That was actually, I think, the most expensive Nitro truck they made back then. I don't know if the Twin Titan, y'all know, the Twin Titan was more expensive. .70 engine. The engine alone was $214. Well, that is sickening. Thunder Tiger EB4, I know people worldwide would appreciate this. Thunder Tiger was known in the UK, in Germany, in Europe. Here in America, they're a little bit on the rare side. Let's see. In fact, most of these brands I've actually never seen. Well, Thunder Tiger TS, I think this is the TS4N. Trivia question: do I have the TS4N, guys? What do you think? Do I have it? Oh man, the Thunder Tiger Ducati motorcycles. That is sickening. We got 100 viewers here, guys. So if you're just joining up and you're not a hater, please click the thumbs up. And if you are, I really would appreciate if you just told me in the stream right now, like, why don't you like this? And like, what can I do? Do you want a hot dog or something? I'll go grill you up a hot dog. I'll go to Costco, buy expensive food, and I'll grill you up a hot dog and invite you. Maybe we could be friends. Right? I don't mind doing that. I'm not a cheapo. Traxxas Nitro Evader. These are actually quite good on paper. The question is, do I have one? I might. Hey, YRD, thank you, man. Yeah, Mr. Beast, I don't know, man. The first time I looked at his dumbass smile, I just, it's basically only appealing to kids. If you're marketing directly to kids, I guess you would like him, you know. But like that kind of smile that he has, it's something called a PEDO smile. PEDO, okay, you get it? Yeah, PEDO smile. Traxxas Nitro Evader. Maybe I have one. Maybe I don't. Maybe I have two. I'm not sure. I am sure, guys. I'm sure of every Nitro I have. Come on, get real. You think I don't have one? It's just not time to talk about it, that's all. When the time comes, the time comes. I have the off-na buggy, pretty much generic type of stuff. They're very good at what they are. Oh, special thank you for that channel donation there from Terra Curry. I appreciate it, man. He goes. Best informative, productive Nitro channel ever. Appreciate that, man. I do what I can. You know, it's not easy coming up with these videos, but listen, it's not work for me because I enjoy it, right? It literally isn't work. Now, the question is, does Nitro Game Queen Melissa enjoy it? I don't know. She might enjoy it, or she might be faking it. Who the hell knows? At the end of the day, this is what goes down. So thank you for that, Terra Curry. I appreciate it. A Micro RS4 Car of the Year. I used to race these when I was a kid. Very inexpensive race class. We got, oh man, I didn't even remember this was in this magazine. Yep, hey YRC, you're correct, dude. Like I said, that guy is literally PEDO type of guy. Appeals to nothing but kids. Schumacher Nitro Fusion. And really, there's nothing wrong with appealing to kids, right? Kids are the future, as they like to say. In fact, even supermarkets, you know, a lot of their marketing is directly towards kids. Fast food chains marketing directly towards kids. There's nothing wrong with that. But that guy is a PEDO. Okay, let's continue. Schumacher Nitro Fusion. You guys think I have this? This is actually the fastest 10th scale touring car I think ever made, RTR. Lucas Dolkup, thank you, man. Let's continue. All right. I had a little bookmark here. Huh. Does that mean I have this model? It might mean that. Let's take a quick look at it. Schumacher Fusion. There were a couple of these models available, so this is the one with a 3-speed trans. The Thunder Tiger 21 engine. It's the same one they used in basically all of their Nitro models for like a decade, or even 2 decades, right? ASR Racing goes, there's also the one with the Pico 28. That's true. There's also ones with, I think, a dual cylinder model where they basically put 2 of these together. That might be the 28. I'm not sure if it is. But, hey, let's not discuss Mr. Beast. He's a successful dude. I'm sure what he does matters to the world in some way, right? Just because he's doing good don't mean he's a pedo, right? Okay, there we go. T-Max Man goes 3-speed baby. That's true. So, guys, I actually might have one of these. I don't know. I have so many boxes in front of me. I can't really tell you, to be honest with you right now. But let's take a look at it. Schumacher is a real race brand. They're not toying around. Let's see. I don't know why they didn't do So it says, no production RTR touring car is faster than the Fusion. Well, that's the statement. I was correct. This is the fastest production Nitro touring car for this time period ever made. The Everything Bagel Productions, what's up, bro? He goes, fire him up. I might fire something up, man. I don't know. It's a little warm today, but it's windy, you know? But I might fire something up. Let's see. So they claim 74.6 miles per hour. I think some of these were actually rated to do like 80 plus. You understand, to do 80 plus, it's very, very difficult. So Schumacher Fusion, a great nitro, but the 3-speed trans, a little problematic. If you strip it, it's going to be done the world for you. You're going to have to go to pray. We got the XTM X Factor. This is the one that was on the channel about 2 weeks ago. If you guys missed that video, go check it out. The era when you were allowed to say things like big bad mother trucker. Now, you got to say things like TRX4M. Does it have oil-filled shocks? Can I get brass knuckles for my TRX crawler? We don't talk like that. We talk about XTMs with big block 24/7 engines, okay? And if you like that voice, that's the Electric Gang voice, okay? We don't talk like that in real life. Sickening. All right, so hopefully this one will be fixed. I had a little bit of a situation in the front with the drive cups, but they're fixed, and it will be back on the channel soon, everybody. Eric and Matthew goes, LOL. Just saying it like it is, man. Just saying it like it is. You know, today I was at the RC track a little bit, running some RCs, and like, dude, I tried to get the Arma guys to like run their Armas, and I don't know why they just wouldn't run their damn Armas with me, man. I don't know if their lipos were dead or whatever the case was. They would not run their electrics with me. Like, dude, all I wanted to do was race on an Arma. That's all I wanted to do. Sickening. T-Max man goes, I'm triggered with those brass knuckles. Sickening. All right, let's continue, guys. Sorry for making fun of those electrics, man. I don't really mean to do it. I have electrics myself. Guys, do you guys want to see one of my oldest electrics I think I have? Well, I don't have to say I think I have it because I literally am looking at it right now. A2RC goes hyper. Can we hear that voice again? You might hear it when I pull out an electric. I don't know. But like the one I'm gonna pull out right now is actually quite epic. So you guys want to see this electric? It's pretty epic. I placed it all the way. I'm going to show you right now. Come on, give me a hell yeah if you want to see it. Then we'll talk about the Traxxas Sport Max, which says less money, all max. I mean, I don't mind doing that, man. I like less money and more maxes, as long as they're not the X Max. I just don't care about the X Max, man. Today, somebody in the comments asked me if I have an X Max. I'm like, I don't have an X Max. I did a few videos on it. I don't particularly like it. It drives all right if you like flipping all over. If you want to run around and you know, constantly flip your X Max over, you'll like it. Otherwise, you're not gonna like it, man. All right. So let's check out the electric. I actually put it. I'll show you where I put it. There it is. The one on the left is my electric RS4 MT. I have it on the bottom shelf. The one on the right is the Dirt Track Revo Hero. It's in the works for repairs. So that one's in the repair gang. You want to check out that original RS4 MT? I almost guarantee you, literally nobody has this, because like they're very rare actually. So give me a hell yeah, and that's about it. There's an inner body on the inside, so these were actually shipped with an inside cover and an outside cover. So Jason Broly goes hell yeah. All right, let's do it. I'm not going to show you that. Damn it. We got a lot of stuff falling. So there's the inside cover. I don't know. You guys want to see the inside cover? It might be interesting. I'll get it. Oh, God. I almost fell face first into a Nitro over here. All right. Let me show you right here. Oh, sickening. I got to move these magazines for a bit. Can't wrinkle them. They're priceless, basically. Okay. Let me set up. I'll show you this electric RS4 MT. I almost guarantee nobody has this. Just give me a second here. I gotta clean up the table. That was tough. That was tough, everybody. All right. Now, I don't want people to think hybrid over here, anti-electric. That's partially true. Partially. But this is a cool one. I mean, the owner kind of killed it, but whatever. You know, it's not up to me to decide. Let's take a look at it. This is a vintage HPI RS4 MT. During the time period when, well, this is actually before the Nitro MT. This is the very first model. Very rare. These are actually quite expensive. You want to see it? If I take the body off, am I going to lose viewers? Because I don't want to pull electrics out and scare the Nitro gang away. Should I pull out my electric gang voice?
All right, everybody. Let's take the shell off. It's gonna be interesting now. Wow, look at that tub chassis.
That's all I got to say. Actually, it's pretty epic. This one, the guy, you know, really should have kept it stock. This one's not stock. It's a single speed trans. There were options to make this a 2-speed, and maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to get one of those. This one has a carbon fiber upper deck. They used a single belt going the entire length of the chassis. These are actually pretty rare. Original HPI wheels. Terra Curry goes, ha ha ha, sickening. No issues with the diffs, surprisingly enough. Check out the way the battery used to be mounted. So actually this is the toughest part to get these days, because these use like a regular 6-cell pack that would kind of go across the chassis here. There it goes. There it goes, the battery door. If you find an RS4 MT chassis with this electric battery door, you've struck gold, right? This is, brusher system sucks on this. It's like one of those cheapo ones. See on the bottom, there it goes. Basically, that's what it is. So the previous owner did a lot of weird stuff to it. You know, these did not really come with bumpers. So he hacked away. He was a hacker. Not like a computer hacker, more like a Nitro hacker. So pretty much a bad guy. Okay. Texas Hill goes, I had a 2-speed for that truck. Now that would be awesome if I had that. So these models came with an interior kind of body. So this is the original interior body for this. Check it out. You will put this on. I think since the guy converted a lot of crap, like nothing here fits anymore. Oh yeah, the body hole is not drilled. It's basically supposed to like kind of go like this. I don't think he drilled the body hole correctly. Anyway, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to go like under the shock tower here, but these had an inner body. This is like for cooling. But you generally ran an inner body. This is before like a lot of people had, you know, what are those like covers on the outside, and then you would put the exterior body on top of it, right? So normally, then you would mount like a regular body on top like that. So you would have an inner body and an outer body. Pretty much sickening, you know. But this is still pretty collectible. I ran this one time in a video. This one, the prior owner really hacked away at it. I mean, it's okay. 4-wheel drive works. This is like one of those really cheap old brushless system. As you could tell, it's a tiny ESC. It's a 60 amp hobby, fake hobby wing. Very fake hobby wing. But yeah. So you basically had 2 bodies, one for protection, like from dirt and whatever, and then one for exterior looks. That's the Nitro RS. That's the HPI RS4 MT for you. There we go. Good, great. Now I don't have to talk funny anymore. All right, we'll pull out another vintage Nitro in a little bit. If you guys want to see another awesome Nitro, here is one that I know some people really wish they had. And my friend Benjamin Martinez today, in honor of him, fired one of these up. Now this is the Kyosho Baja Beetle. Very rare. I wouldn't say just because it's good it's rare. That's not what I'm saying. Right? Some people think because things are rare they're good. That's actually not even a true statement. Sometimes things are rare because they suck. usually is a true statement. But in this case, we like all Nitro, so don't let me tell you that it sucks. So Kyosho Baja Beetle, really rough suspension. They don't, by rough I mean just not a lot of suspension travel. Just Joe goes, yes, the sickening clack. So this is the model where that term came from. I'll show you under the chassis a little bit, and then we'll continue, everybody. That's right, Terakuri, the sickening favorite clack. And this one you can talk like a regular adult. You don't have to use your Electro Gang voice. So let's check it out from the top. There's a lot of features here that are kind of really not well designed, in my opinion. So this model, it had a special feature called no brakes. So you either have forward and reverse or you have brakes. This one has the forward and reverse. So there's literally no brakes. The linkage is super weird. Yes, there is the linkage. What happens is there's a slider right there. It's a very weird design. And it engages a pin that goes into the spur gear and locks it in. And that is where the term sickening clack comes from. What's up, Rocky Mountain Bashers? How you doing? By the way, guys, I want you to know I am reading your comments in the meantime, between what I'm saying. Takes up a lot of brain power to talk fast, discuss RCs, not mumble, and read comments. It's actually pretty smart people can only do it, you know. Mostly all Nitro Gang members, of course. This is the stock engine. It's the Kyosho GS11X, which is a .11 engine. It's pretty underpowered. These have a kind of a weird carb mounting. Notice the carb horn they use. Well, throttle horn. I mean, well, it's not really called throttle arm. Pretty proprietary. Nothing like this will ever be. Can't just make one. You know what I'm saying? You can't just screw one on. You can't make one. Now, parts support. This is probably the worst. If you're looking for parts support, don't get an old Kyosho. You're not gonna get anything. Get 3 Kyoshos then if you need. Right? Let me see. We got a little video here playing on my channel commercial. For some reason, let me give it a second. Now, this to the right, in the middle, is the fan. So yes, this came with a built-in factory fan. It does almost nothing other than look cool, right? I've tested it. I've stuck my finger in it, and I wasn't bleeding. So, sickening. Nitro RC and Electro Girls, Nitro Gang family, the best fam in the world. Thank you, man. That means a lot. That's a positive and true statement, you know. So, this engine has fairly good compression. I can lift the back end of it, right? Almost like that. It's pretty good. It runs good. These are very slow. They're not very fast. If you look at the rear end, this one I ran into a little bit of a snafu, and I had to custom fit a pipe. So this is a Traxxas pipe. The fuel tank is not original. This tank is from a RC10 GT. You know, this tank was destroyed. The Kyoshos use like these square tanks with red caps. This is a Traxxas pipe I had to like custom fit with an HPI header. It's not the best setup, but it does work and it doesn't leak. So, you know, if you want to make a Nitro great again, you sometimes got to take, you got to do some creativity. You know, you got to get creative. So let me put this body back on. That's a little show and tell on this one. Pretty interesting body post, by the way. You don't need body clips for these. Now, JB goes, is that the battery in the front? Yes, this is the battery box here in the front. It's the most unergonomically designed vehicle ever made. Literally. But that's fine. Listen, do ergonomics matter? Do we work for IKEA? We don't work for IKEA. Therefore, we just want to run rich and loud. And this one will do it, right? So, it's about 1997 over here for this particular model. 1997 Kyosho Baja Beetle. Pretty good looking chassis. In fact, I think my custom exhaust job looks pretty dope. If you ask me, we have a rear exit exhaust. Sickening. All right, let's get back to the RC mag, everybody. Very bad suspension travel, but that's kind of how they work. They have short suspension arms. All right, back to the Sport Max. The truck that I think many people today want. But the question is Should you really look for one? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. The Sport Max. Let's flip the page. Let's flip the page. Thank you guys for joining me here today. I'm not gonna stay much longer. It's already been about an hour or something. So if you haven't given this a thumbs up, please do. Please do. It's not gonna cost you anything. All right. So Traxxas Sport Max here. They're showing you a cross cut of the trans. I'm going to read this. The Sport Max tranny is more than 3 ounces leaner without the reverse and 2-speed components inside. Right, so they're saying it's 3 ounces less heavy because the trans is basically a forward-only single speed. Right, that's basically what the Sport Max was: forward-only single speed and only front wheel or rear wheel drive. Sorry about that, rear wheel drive only. Right, so like Traxxas was going hard on trying to get more people into the hobby. And you know what? They did it, man. They did it. Today, they got people with really high voices in the hobby, you know, like that
TRX4M. I need to get some crawler tires soon. You know, what about that suspension travel?
Back then, nobody talked like that. That wasn't a thing. Right, let's continue. So at the bottom it says less weight means a better power to weight ratio, which is very true. That is very, very true. So this was a stripped down version. I'm wondering if there's a price on how much it actually cost here. I don't think they're referencing how much it costs. Let me take a look at it. So what I mean, how are they not going to tell you how much it cost? Dude, that's the main thing about this whole Traxxas, is how much cheaper it was. That's the reason why they got rid of things, to make it cheaper. They didn't get rid of things to make it less, to make it any different other than cheaper. It doesn't even say. Oh no, hold on. It does say $325. Right there, $325. All right. Well, that's honestly like only $50 cheaper, I think. Speedy the cat goes, haha, yeah. I think that's only $50 cheaper. Dude, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a really great deal to me. So basically, you're telling me we got no reverse, we got no 2-speed baby, we got no 4-wheel drive, and it's about $50 cheaper? Dude, that seems like a ripoff to me. That seems like a modern X-Max. Spend $1,000, flip all over to RC track. Fantastic deal, fantastic deal. Okay, let's continue, everybody. Oh, wow, the Savage. This is probably the best ad ever. Yeah, hey, Wagos, you got to do an entire video with that voice. Well, one day. HPI Power Fuel. I have this. I have this Power Fuel. You guys want to see it? I ran it like a little while ago. It actually ran really, really well. Let me pull it out here on the table. There it goes. HPI Power Fuel. Yeah, this fuel is actually not even bad. It's guaranteed to be 20 to 25 years old. I ran it like a while ago. It's a little bit high on the oil content. So this is a 20% nitro, and it doesn't say how much oil, but it's safe to assume it's probably 14%. During this time period, they were still, yeah, I'm looking around all over there. I can't see how much oil it is, but it's safe to assume 14% on this Power Fuel. But guys, who has stuff like this? Literally nobody. Come on, nobody has this stuff. You know, it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. All right, let's continue. The pages over here, Savage 21. In fact, I really love these wheels. I love the body. I love the colors. And this was a remarkable truck when they came out. Remarkable. This is a hot bodies version of the Savage. Don't know what that is. Tamiya Integra Type R. They lost me at Tamiya. All right, it's basically some electric crap. Next up, RPM parts, pretty great stuff. Sen, you know, good if you're watching some comic books. So here we have battery cells with stickers on them. Long ago, back when you had sub-C batteries like this, it was very, very important to put stickers on them. Kidding around. The manufacturer would do this so you knew that a cell was well balanced. So here they are. That's like the volts. I'm not sure what that rating is. Basically, Yeah, Dan Davidson goes matched. Yeah, this indicated they were matched. So basically, you would buy a bunch of cells. Sometimes people would like solder their own packs using like a battery jig. I actually have one still left from MIP. And you had to make sure that all the cells were matched to about the same voltage, or else when you charge and discharge, you know, that would severely lower the battery the life of them. You know, because long ago, well, the cell chemistry is totally unique, is what I'll say. All right, here we go. We have an ad for the Kyosho Mad Force, the truck that started the crawler craze, I think, of the Nitro world. Well, for Nitros at least. It's basically a similar chassis as the USA one. Has a little bit of a different suspension system. They had a .21, the same exact 3-speed as the modern USA one. See right there, it says 3-speed trans, factory assembled. Solid axles, oil-filled shocks. Basically not much different than the modern USA one. These were not very fast. Also not very reliable. Let's continue. What do we got? We got under the hood of, I guess this is some kind of race TC3. Yeah, so long ago they would show you like the under the hood cars of like actual race winning vehicles. So let me get down and close. I'll give you guys a little better of a view now. I'm going to hold the phone, so bear with me. Bear with me. This is kind of tough when I do this actually for me. So here we go. This is the race guy, a 30-year-old IFMAR World Cup winner. So basically, yeah, he was a sponsored race driver. Let's see, when he's not racing, he's at home with friends and family. Typical common answer. I mean, what else are you going to be doing? Going to strip clubs? I don't think so. You know. All right, let's check out his race-winning IFMAR TC3. So back then, they gave you the setup, all the shock oils they used. Literally every little thing was about Nitro setups, mods, everything like that. So they're using probably that looks like the Nova MT12 engine. Yeah, this is actually the very rare rear exhaust model. Normally the TC3s are just like a side exhaust. I've never had a rear exhaust model like in my life. This is a very rare one. So here we got some racing going on. That's what's going to go down at WeRRC soon. I'm going to be inviting everybody over maybe in a couple months from now, maybe a month or two. And we are going to hit the RC store, so racetrack together. Let's continue. We got the RC Expo. Never went, gotta go one day. Pro Line. Challenge, some crap over here. There Megatech Razor. I have one of these. Honestly, one of my favorite RCs in terms of like, well, just the engine. Really, kind of everything else sucks. SH engines, GP cells. These were very good cells. Let's see what the prices are for some of the cells. I'm curious. So it says 6 cells, $84. Holy moly. And the 6-cell matched team spec, $99. Dude, to be honest with you, this was the era of Nitro, because running Nitro was much cheaper. Imagine buying batteries like this. This was sickening. That was sickening. That's what it was. All right, let's continue. Oh, man, post-run maintenance with the T-Max. That's a great picture right there. Great, great picture. Let's see what they're talking about. Oh, the guy's doing the RC blow and go. There it goes. I swear I didn't copy him. I swear I didn't copy him. I don't need to copy nobody. Let's just call it what it is. So he's doing that. Here you could see he is lubing the piston and sleeve. Personally, I don't like to remove the glow plug unnecessarily. That's kind of a bad idea. Every time you remove the glow plug, there's always like a little bit of dirt or sand around that washer. Great way to get dirt in and not really intend on doing it. If you're going to put some afterburn oil, it really is better to put it through the carburetor and then just clean the carb dust boot, clean the carb boot itself. Sorry, not the carb boot, the the filter boot. Yeah, stolen FPP goes, there weren't any good batteries like modern LiPos. Yeah, so pretty much those old batteries, they were trash. Next up, oh man, look at that. XTM engines. XTM 18 Pro. It's a great engine. I think this is the one that's in the XTM Nitro accelerator. The bottom, we have the XTM 24/7. That was a T-Max beast. People put this in the T-Max. It even says, if you own a T-Max, get this. And the conversion kit. I don't know what that says. What about it? If you want. Make me some too. All right. Sorry, that was a food conversation, okay? Melissa and I are hungry. Let's continue. Right at the end, there's mostly just ads. Oh, man. Is that a guy using Windows 98? Must be. Look at that tower. Holy moly. That was probably a super high-end computer desk. A dual-level computer desk. I never knew anybody with dual-level computer desk like that. 15-inch monitor, baby. 15-inch CRT. All right, this is just repetitive stuff, like ads in the end. Electric motors. All right, we got some prices of RCs. If you guys see anything here you want me to take a look at, I'll flip the page, I'll look at the chat, and I will take a look at. Or just point one out, I'll try to find it, right? Lucas Stolkup goes, call that number. What number? The 1-800 number? What number are we calling? I mean, I'll call somebody, but like I'm on the phone right now, so can't really call nobody right now. Lotus 420 goes, the RS4 3 kit. Okay, let me find it. I'm about ready to go soon though, so. All right, RS4 3. Here we go. We got a couple RS4 3 models right here. Well, by a couple I mean one. RS4 3 Nitro. Yeah, it's basically fair price. $269 for the RTR with the Viper or the Camaro body. $269. Yeah, that's basically what I remember them being. Check that out. Traxxas Nitro 4 Tech. $299. Now these fools be selling them for like $700 on eBay. Sickening. Terra Curry goes, look at the EK4. Let me try to find it. I don't know if they're going to have such a unique RC like that here. They should. So here, I found the Savage. I'll go down the list. Maybe I'll find it. Savage 419. 419. Nitro Rustler 284. Dude, the Nitro Rustler, honestly, it's inflation proof. Because, like, right now, if you click the link to A-Main I put in this video, you'll find one there in stock for $335, I think. Yeah, so the Nitro Rustler is legit inflation proof. It doesn't matter what this president does to this country. It's inflation proof. Traxxas, their VP should be president. So I'm looking for the EK4. Oh, I found it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I found it right here on the bottom. So, yeah, this is literally the one that was in my video last time. The EK4 S2 with a .70. $499. It's actually not a crazy price, man. But considering what other Nitros were, this is about twice the RS4 3, right? What's up, Barista Craig, man? How you doing? This is about twice the RS4 3. So, it really wasn't a cheap RC if you think about it. Here on the sides, a bunch of, well, some Duratrack stuff, whatever. All right, next up, Novak GT7 electronic speed control. I had this with a giant capacitor on the right. Brian Chambers, how are you, man? He goes, man, you're bringing back some memories for me. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Hope you stay. Hope you enjoy the content. And hope I encourage some positivity throughout my videos and in this hobby. All right, so at the back here is some race stuff going on. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Some batteries. Here I'm just skipping some stuff because I'm like pretty hungry already. All right, so that's it for this. Let me switch the camera a little bit here. Do a little recap, everybody. All right. So, dude, there was a ton of awesome RC content in here. From like how-to articles, awesome ads. This was the time period when RCs were not like 28 pages. So now, Bruce Tucker goes, what year? This is 2004. Now, guys, if you want, I'll do a quick review of this. It's gonna be all little crawlers, to be honest with you. So like, like trash, basically. Well, I don't want to say trash, but not the stuff that we like here on this channel. Listen, it's alright to kind of have a product preference, right? Like, I don't, as a customer, as a consumer, you don't have to like everything. That's why there's cars sold with like front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, because you're allowed not to like certain things, right? And just because me and some of the viewers out there, like, you have a preference for something, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. That means you're an educated customer that knows the segment that they like, all right? So just because I don't particularly love electrics all the time, it don't mean nothing. That's the segment of this channel. That's what it is. So let's take a look at it, and I'm going to go eat some tater tots, all right? Brand new RC Car Action magazine. Let's get in there. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I run this HPI Power Fuel tomorrow? I don't know. It's pretty good though. All right, so brand new RC magazine. Let's see the crawler. Hold on, it's not a crawler. I don't even know what that is. Don't really care. This is imitating the Kyosho Baja Beetle. Trash. Lotus 420 goes, test the fuel tonight. Well, we know it's gonna be good. I'll see how I feel. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll test it tonight. All right, so far, literally nothing. Like a bunch of wasted pages. Like, so far, it's literally all wasted pages. Did anybody see a page that hasn't been wasted so far? Because if you do, like, tell me to stop. But, like, so far, it's all wasted pages. You know how they say you shouldn't waste food? In a magazine, you shouldn't waste pages. And they did that. Crawlers. More and more crawlers. All right, so there's like big tires on a truck with like the skull on it. So what? There's no nitro exhaust. Like, so what? Oh, there we go. There we go again. More scale crap. Should I do the voice? I'm about to get ready to do the voice. I'm about to get ready to do the voice. All right, so it's pretty dope. 6-wheel. Well, like, literally, who cares? Dude, look at all this white space. Oh, my God. Guys, there's more white space on this taco. Dude, did I just say taco? Holy shit, I must be real hungry. Let's do a random opening of this magazine. We'll see white space. Well, by random, I mean a pre-selected page. All right. I'm just going to show you for an instance. White stuff. Nitro stuff. Do we see the difference here? Let's flip again. There's content everywhere. They fill every page with sickening stuff in the old mag. Here, they have gaps. Like, dude, this is called lost revenue for either advertising or, honestly, this is bad magazine design. That's what this is. You know, I was on my high school newspaper committee. If I submitted something like this where the bottom third of the page was literally empty, I know the editor would try to hurt me. Luckily for me, he was a wimp. But if he wasn't, he would try to hurt me. Let's continue. All right, so here's an ad by Tamiya. So, of course, Tamiya, you know, they don't have blankness because Tamiya wants to get the most bang for their advertising buck. Citroen, I think. Was that Citroen? Yes, Citroen. Pretty cool car. Traxxas Max. What is this? Dude, is this $1,500? Hold on a second. This says $1,500. Are they joking right now? You could buy a Prius for that. $1,500. What the hell is this? 2024 limited edition Traxxas XRT Ultimate. Oh man. Oh man. Traxxas has gone bonkers. $2,400. $2,400. Yeah, Rooster goes, I don't understand why electrics cost more. There's less on them. I agree. I totally agree. There's literally only a couple of expensive parts on an electric car. And that is like the materials used to make the magnets in the motors and the electronics and the speed control. The rest of that stuff is literally worthless. Right, compared to like the inputs of all of the aluminum on a Nitro chassis. $1,400. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. There's more blank space on this page also than I've ever seen. Well, that's a cool looking picture. Do I want it? No. Some custom crap. I don't care about this. More blank space. Manny Guns, bro. I don't really want an X-Max. I've driven a couple of them in like my videos over the years. Personally, they drive exactly how you would expect a big monster truck to drive. There's nothing exciting about it. They do exactly what they look like they would do. You know? And they cost a ton of money. So, like, honestly, I just don't see it. I would buy, like, a used one, right? But we're talking under $300. I would not spend more than $300 on an X-Max ever in my life. And plus, there's, like, so many versions of them now. I just don't feel like buying the proprietary batteries for them anymore. This is the new Red Cat, I think. Who cares what the hell it is? Even if I got it wrong, I don't really care. Let's continue. Crawler gang over here. More crawlers. This is literally the magazine of crawlers. They should rename it into RC Crawlers. Just rename it RC Crawlers. Get rid of the action. Put crawlers. Lucas Talkup, I'm kidding. I have dual 4S lipos. I don't mean like they have proprietary batteries. I know what you mean, man. Thank you for correcting me on that. JS goes, this mag is freaking sickeningly pathetic. I agree. This really doesn't give me much to talk about, really. Manny Guns goes, gonna make his a 12S. I'll say the 8S it's pretty great. I've seen it drive. It drove over my T-Max a couple times. Killed it pretty much right away. You know, it drives exactly how you would expect a $1,000+ truck to drive, which is very good. Gluing tires. We got some more crawlers over here. Okay, so this opens. Who cares? Well, that was pathetic. Oh, yeah, this is the new Red Cat electric thing right here. I think the Red Cat Ascent. The small crawler gang is pretty much gone wild right now. I think I would want this less than an ear infection. I don't know, man. I don't know what you think about that, but like I think I would want this less than an ear infection, honestly. I'd probably pick an ear infection over this. More crawlers. Bada bing, bada boom. An ad for like Dune, not even RC related, dude. They couldn't even place an ad for a Nitro on this page. Like they just couldn't do it. Here we go with the Red Cat Vigilante, the new fit scale brushless. Sickening. Well, that's basically it, my dudes. That is basically it. So the question is, what should I do about this? It's a Nitro MT with a bit of a problem. The engine is dead. It's a pretty nice chassis, actually. The shocks are good on this one. I've driven it before. But it's basically dead. Yeah, haywire goes. That mag is saddening. I agree, man. So this particular Nitro MT. It's, you know, the previous owner really illuminized it. Fuel tank is good. Engine has no compression. I'm missing the cover for the battery box here. So, but the shocks are real nice. Shocks are real nice on this one. Manny Guns, go send it to me, bro. I really would. You know, if I was like a rich YouTuber, like some of those out there, I wouldn't mind doing that. But unfortunately, you know, when you're in a Nitro segment, you're not one of those. We got some?
Yeah, it's done.
Give me a few.
Don't put it on there.
It's time to enjoy some food.
Ew.
Melissa, I eat off my Nitro all the time. There's no funny business over here.
You want
This
more now?
is the truth. This is the truth. I eat eggs from the Nitros. I eat tater tots from the Nitros. Doesn't matter.
Do you want more?
All right, guys. I think that's gonna do it. All jokes aside, Nitros are better. They're much better. So, like I said, if you haven't given this video a like, please do. If you don't, come meet me tomorrow at the RC track. Try to put me in a headlock. You're not going to be able to do it. All right? That's it, everybody. I'm going to be here for like 4 minutes. I got some tater tots waiting for me upstairs. Hope you enjoyed the little RC show and tell. CRL goes, is that air fried? So these were like a toaster oven with like a fan on top. So I guess it's like a air. It's partially like air fried, but not really, right? Can't kill a good air fryer though. Aerostar Racing Man, see you later. A2RC goes, rebuild the T-15 or get a new engine hybrid? Question mark. That's what I'm thinking about right now, bro. Derek Curry goes, loving this. This one does run. The problem is, as you know, with like low compression engines, it's going to just heat up and like shut down without really high RPM. I would like to make this a rear exhaust. The problem is I would need a particularly unique header to make this a rear exhaust. I do have like a nice period correct rear exhaust engine, an SH12 actually. The problem is THS doesn't sell like rear exhaust systems for these cars anymore like they used to at one time. You could easily get like a good THS system with the header, but now it's going to be a problem. All right, my dudes, that's about it. I got tater tots waiting for me. And tomorrow, I got the RC track waiting for me, right? So, that's about it. JB goes the Napoleon Dynamite and the tots. It's all about those tots, bro. I have like 30 more upstairs waiting right now, you know? Can't kill a good tot. See you all later. Stay positive. And stay ethical. Don't do things that would hurt other people. Just don't do it, okay? Don't do it. You all have a good night.